بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صلى الله عليك يا رسول الله وعلى أهل بيتك المظلومين. صلى الله عليك يا وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. Everybody together. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن ما شاء الله وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. صلوات. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to hasten the appearance of our beloved Imam Mahdi ajalallah ta'ala faraj sharif with the blessing of another loud salawat. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us amongst His companions and His sincere soldiers with the blessing of another loud salawat. قال الله الحكيم في محكم كتابه الكريم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وكونوا مع الصادقين. O you who have faith, be wary of Allah and be with the truthful. We are blessed and honored to look at the lives of the companions of Imam Hussein alayhi salam and learning many lessons from their lives. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, insha'Allah, we can apply these teachings to our lives to make us amongst the companions of Imam Mahdi, insha'Allah. Say insha'Allah. Some people say insha'Allah, some people don't. Say insha'Allah. Yeah, we want, so it needs that motivation, that we need all to have that mindset that we want to do something and it is possible, insha'Allah. Say insha'Allah. Tonight, I don't know if sisters, do they hear my voice or not? Sisters, if you hear my voice, if sisters hear my voice, let's recite aloud salawat. Tonight we look at a life, a companion of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, where 2 times everybody who visits the shrine of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, he visits this individual 2 times. One when they enter, one when they leave. Look at the level of this companion of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Is none but Habib ibn Madahir al-Asadi. His shrine, his grave is completely on the other sides of all the other shuhada. All the shuhada, when you enter from Bab al-Qibla, inshallah we all get to go and visit Imam Hussein's shrine, inshallah. When you enter, to the right is the shrine of all the companions together, Shabbak and Dharih of all the companions. On the left there's one Dharih by itself for Habib ibn Madahir al-Asadi. What has he done that he has reached this level? What can we learn from the life of Habib ibn Madahir al-Asadi? That's beautiful. That's amazing, the level that he has reached. Imam Hussein alayhi salam, different people, different group of people, he invited them to Karbala differently. For some group of people, he wrote a letter to mass. I'm going to Karbala. For some people, he met with them individually. For some people, he sent an ambassador. For example, Zuhair ibn Qayn, that we talked about him in the previous night, Imam Hussein sent a messenger. Go and tell him to come. And he comes and Imam Hussein talks to him and he buys his heart completely, and his heart is full of love of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, and he goes. For Habib ibn Madahir al-Asadi, Imam writes for him personally. He writes for him, oh Habib, I'm going to Karbala, Kufa and Karbala, join me. Habib, elder guy, almost 90, 95-year-old. He has seen Rasulullah. He has seen the commander of the faithful, Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. He has seen Imam Hassan al-Mujtaba alayhi salam. 90, 95 years old. He comes at the service of his master, Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. What do we learn? We take only one glimpse, couple of lines of poetry when he goes to the battlefield, how he introduces himself. We're going to take many lessons from it. Some of them, inshallah, we'll discuss it tonight. So, elder guy, that's the beauty of the camp of Imam Hussein. Before going to Habib ibn Madahir al-Asadi. That's the beauty of the camp of Imam Hussein, and I really thank the organizers and the managers and the board of trustees and the directors of this center, Imam Ali Masjid, that they have kept that vision of Imam Hussein alayhi salam alive. And that is, Imam Hussein's camp has a soldier of 6-month-old, Ali al-Asghar, and has a soldier of 95 years old, Habib ibn Madahir al-Asadi. He has Arab, he has Irani, he has Turk, he has Nasrani, different backgrounds, different nationalities, different ethnicities, different religion. Imam Hussein is for all. We cannot limit Imam Hussein alayhi salam to ourselves. You might say, oh, alhamdulillah, no, Sheikh, we are not limiting ourselves. But we are limiting it. How? Because we have kept Imam Hussein within these 4 walls. It is our responsibility, each and every one of us, to go around and say, oh, Ahl al-Alam, they killed our Imam while he was thirsty and madloom. That is the idea should be. Everywhere we go. I gave this action plan yesterday upstairs, and when we had a Q&A for the youth. Actually, it's a beautiful action plan from all of us. Arba'in is coming. Because we want a point of conversation. We need something to start a dialogue with those people who do not have understanding of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. So how to start Arba'in? It's a beautiful story you can start with. I gave him the example. For example, if you're an Uber driver, if you go to work and you have a co-worker, you go to school, you have a classmate that you're close to, a teacher, near Arba'in comes, start a discussion. All of us, we're schooled, we're drivers, we work, we do stuff. You know what's happening? No. Have you heard about this? What is it? Like you're driving, for example. Just give you an example. Have you heard about Karbala? No. What is Karbala? Karbala is a place that next week or two, when it gets near Arba'in, more than 20 million people to 30 million people walk at least 50 miles. Are you serious? Yes. Where do these people sleep? On the street. What do these people eat? They give them free food. Free food? 30 million people, 10 days. Minimum, they walk 50 miles. Some people walk from Basra and from 100 miles, 150 miles. Seriously? Yes. What is this about? It's about Imam Hussein. Who is Hussein? The discussion starts. Can we do that or not? Some people say yes. No. Can we do that or not? Yes, we can. At school, let's just write. Sometimes when we're in school, they give us an option of picking your own topic for the article that you have to write, essay that you have to write. Sometimes they choose the essay. As soon as they give you the option of you can pick your own topic for your essay, nothing but Imam Hussein and Arba'in. Nothing than Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. Nothing than Rasulullah and Ahadith. We have so much to write. I had no problem writing essay when they gave me free topic. I told you, I can write you a book. But that mindset should be there. That what can I do to spread the madlumiyya and the oppression that Imam Hussein alayhi salam lived? How, what opportunity? As a businessman, if we are in stock market or if we are buying and selling, we keep looking. Every day we read here or there. What is good to buy? What is good to sell? Where to find a job? Where to do this? Sending resume here. What major? Here, there. We're always looking for opportunity. From tonight, we have to look for every opportunity to spread the knowledge of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. Why? Because the Imams of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam have said, لو عرف الناس محاسن كلامنا لاتبعونا. If people get to know, this is the hadith, I have seen this. First-hand experience, I have seen it. Imams of Ahlul Bayt say, if people get to know the beauty of our words, what? Beauty of our words, they will follow us. Whose responsibility is it to teach people and to introduce people about the beauties of the words of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam? Anyone other than us? Non-Shia, they don't know anything about it. Sheikh, where can we find these beautiful teachings of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam? Hadith book, I have introduced it and I'm coming back to it. Kitab Tuhaf al-Uqul to start with. A beautiful book from every Imam, has about 20, 30, 40 pages of ahadith. Good translation, download it, start reading. Beautiful ahadith of Ahlul Bayt, gems within this book, Tuhaf al-Uqul. The mindset should be, how can I find an opportunity? How many more people I can guide? How many people I can introduce to the madlumiyya of Aba Abdullah al-Hussein? Coming back to Habib Madahir al-Asadi. Habib takes permission to go to the battlefield. So there's no age. Well, I'm already old, Imam Hussein. Can you just leave me alone? I'm retired right now. I'm enjoying my investment. Let me just live my life and just die a normal death. Why you have to do something like that? No. As soon as the letter of Imam Hussein alayhi salam reaches Habib ibn Madahir al-Asadi, 95 years old, minimum, he rushes toward Kufa. No ifs or buts, maybe, yes, I'm tired, I cannot walk. No. Imam Hussein has a calling. Am I going to answer the call or not? And that calling is still alive until today. Ala hal min nasirin yansuruni of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, according to the commentators. Why Imam Hussein? On the day of Ashura, all of his companions have been massacred. He has no one left. No one. He stands and he says, Ala min nasirin yansuruni. Why? He wants that voice to reach you and I. Are you going to aid me, Imam Hussein alayhi salam, today in New Jersey or not? Hadith. And it's dua of Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam. Imam says, وَضَمَّنَ الْأَرْضِ وَمَنْ عَلَيْهَا دَمَكَ وَثَارَكَ. O Imam Hussein, Allah made dhaman. He put this responsibility, the earth, ard, وَمَنْ عَلَيْهَا, and whoever is on earth, دَمَكَ وَثَارَكَ, they are responsible toward your blood, O Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. وَضَمَّنَ الْأَرْضِ وَمَنْ عَلَيْهَا. Anyone who is on the earth is responsible toward the blood, every drop of blood of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. That's the hadith of Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. What have I done for the Imam Hussein alayhi salam? And Imam Hussein of my town, which is Imam Mahdi. Let's come back to Habib Madahir al-Asadi. He goes to the battlefield. He takes the permission from his master Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. He goes to the battlefield. He says what? أَنْتُمْ أَعَدُّ عُدَّةٌ وَأَكْثَرُ. You outnumbered us. 30,000 minimum, according to some historians, 100,000. We go with 30,000. And we, 74 to 150 people. That's it. It's okay. You are big in number. He's giving the fact. I was researching today. I have a software. How many times the word أَكْثَرُهُمْ has been mentioned in the Quran? We discussed this in the previous night. أَكْثَرُهُمْ. 45 times the word أَكْثَرُهُمْ has been mentioned in the Quran. 45 times. Different chapters of the Quran. I went through each one of them. I wanted to see one verse says أَكْثَرُهُمْ, something positive. It wasn't. Out of these 45 times, none of them were positive. أَكْثَرُهُمْ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. They don't know. I asked our Shia youth and parents and adults, do you know about this? I didn't know this. Do you know about this? You didn't know. Do you know about this ahkam? I didn't know. Do you know this akhlaq? I didn't know. Oh, is this everything a part of our religion? أَكْثَرُهُمْ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. أكثرهم لا يتفقهون. It's all condemned, condemned, condemned. Here says, أنتم أعد عدة وأكثر. You are outnumbered us. Look at the other beautiful segment. ونحن أعلى حجة وأظهر. We are the people of proof. We are the people of rationale. We are the people of reason. ونحن أعلى حجة وأظهر. We are appearance. Imam Hussein alayhi salam, from the time that he left Mecca and Medina, he made it completely apparent. People, if you want to join me, I'm going for my shahada. If you want to join, this route is ending with shahada. Apparent, completely. Transparency. West is all about transparency, transparency. Look at transparency within the life of Ahlul Bayt. Oh people, anybody, man kana badhilan fina muhjatahu falyarhal ma'ana. Anybody who wants to give his blood, anybody who wants to give his heart for me, let him join me. This is shahada at the end. Transparent. Obvious. Apparent. Nahnu, you outnumbered us, it's okay. But that is not something significant. It's nothing to be like, wow, outnumbered. No. وَنَحْنُ أَعْلَى حُجَّةٌ وَأَظْهَرُ. We are the people of reason and rationale. وَأَنْتُمْ عِنْدَ الْوَفَاءِ أَغْدَرُ. When it comes to the covenant, you broke the covenant. You broke your promise. You broke the allegiance with Imam Hussein alayhi salam. وَنَحْنُ أَوْفَى مِنْكُمْ وَأَصْبَرُ. We're fulfilling the covenant and we are patient. أكثر. When I see a place that everybody is going somewhere, a path, where should I go? Which path should I take? Everyone's gone one way. Beautiful ahadith. Rasulullah tells Abu Dhar, if you see whole world are going to one path, and you see Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam is going by himself one path, follow Ali. How many times within my lifestyle I went with the flow? I told my wife, because I was sick and I am sick and tired of the culture when it comes to the wedding and nikah and marriage. Every culture does something differently and completely irreligious. I told my wife, Allah has given us 4 kids. We do for them what Islam says. The time comes, the dowry, Mahru Sunnah Fatimatu Zahra Salamullah alayha. Number 1. Azima and Walima as Rasulullah did. Simple, basic. Sheikh, I saw a wedding, 400 people. The groom and the bride come with the horse, and with thousands of dollars were paid for them to come with the horse. And thousands of dollars were spent for the limousine to take him out. And thousands of dollars were paid for the person to DJ to come and read. Why? Because that's the flow. That's what everybody does. I tell my wife, every culture that exists, because we have, my wife and I, we have both Iraqi and Irani and Lebanese and Syrian and American culture. We have all of this culture mixed within us, alhamdulillah. So I don't have ethnicity, I don't have nationality. That's a blessing. I told them, every culture, we're going to break it. She said, people are going to talk. I said, let people talk. Somebody has to stop this. This is madness. I went to someone's nikah. I said, okay, how much is mahar? I'm going to write on a paper. This is people going everywhere. You go by Ali. Ali means what? Ali means the Islam. Ali means haq. Ali means Quran. Ali means sunnah. Ali means morality. Ali means everything that Allah wants us to do. I said, okay, how much is the mahar? She said, 50,000. I said, $? She said, yes. I look at the husband, do you agree? He said, yes. I'm thinking to myself, you work 40 hours a job, you barely make about $1,000 a month. As soon as you say yes and she say yes, she can demand and you have to pay the $50,000 coming out. I said, okay, I don't care. It's not my pocket. It's not my money. I don't care. I read the nikah came out. I asked one of the relatives why she gave this number. She said because her cousin last year was her nikah. She had $45,000 mahar. She want people to know that her mahar was $5,000 extra. اسلكوا سبل الخير ولا تستوحشوا فيها لقلة أهلها. Take the course of good and khair any but Ali ibn Abi Talib أهل البيت عليهم السلام, and do not feel lonely because of the fewness of the people who take such course. Everybody will say he did like this. Let them say it. أيها الناس, another hadith, لا تستوحشوا في طريق الهدى لقلة من يسلكوه. Don't feel lonely because few people take the path of guidance. Doesn't matter. Well, Sheikh, none of my cousin wear hijab. I'm going to wear hijab. When we sit within a gathering and we're watching a show, Allahu Akbar, I will be the only one to get up and go do my adhan, then salah, and then come back and watch the show. I'm not going to miss anything. 10, 15 minutes. They can't tell me what's going to happen later on. Or it's going to be on Netflix. I'm going to watch it or something. I'm not missing anything. But how much the action plan will be. When it comes to the time of truth, when it comes to the time that I have to make a decision, will I go to see like what people will say, what people are looking at me, what my mom say, خالتي میگه، عمتي میگه، عمتي شو تقول، بيبيتي شو تقول، خالتي شو تقول. I say what Ali ibn Abi Talib and Ahl Bayt will say. What will Fatima Zahra says that her, look, read. I said something forbidden. That's reading. It's forbidden in Islam to read. We shouldn't. It takes our time. We have much other better things to do than reading. Look at the life of Fatima Zahra when she got married to Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, and look at their jahaziyah, or what they brought, what Amir al-Mu'mineen bought for the house of Fatima Zahra. I'm not saying go sleep on the skin, like them, like a skin of a camel, that during the day, Amir al-Mu'mineen used to use the skin for outside, and at night time they used to sleep on it. I'm not saying go sleep on the skin. No. But you have basic life, you have the luxurious life, and you have وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا. لا تستوحشوا. Don't feel lonely. You did something that Muhammad and Al Muhammad salawat by their names. Don't feel lonely when it comes to it. Make decision and say, I'll do this to bring satisfaction to the heart of my beloved Imam Mahdi. What Imam wants from you and I to apply the religion for ourselves, to our benefit. If I follow the teachings of Muhammad and Al Muhammad, I'm benefiting myself. Imam won't benefit from me. We have to come to this conclusion. It is very good for those, build houses. You build a house toward the sun, so you have more sun into your room, yes? To your house. Vitamin D, disinfection, so on and so forth. Bigger windows. Well, if the people of the world, 8 billion people or so, they decided to close all their walls, we don't want sun to come to our houses. Anything will happen to the sun? Nope. You will not benefit. If I do not follow the teachings of Muhammad and Al Muhammad, I will regret. I will come to the Sheikh shedding tears. How many tears I have seen from people who come to me, which I knew, try to tell them, I told you, learn from others' experience. Do not become experience for others, but you didn't listen. You wanted to experience it? Go experience it. But I have the duty to take that experience and to tell other people, as Quran said, look at the life of Prophet Musa and other people, other nation. Rasulullah said, whatever happened to the nation of Prophet Musa, it will, and Bani Israel, exactly point by point, and na'l bin na'l would happen within my nation. Everything that happened to Bani Israel, it will happen to my nation also. That's why you see Prophet Musa's story again and again and again within the Holy Quran. Never doubt your religion. Never doubt your identity. Never doubt your belief and morality. Somebody comes to you and says, other person gossip behind your back. What are you going to do about it? You know the akhlaq of Ahl al-Bayt alayhim salam. I always have told my kids, you don't wash blood with blood. You wash blood with water. What are you going to do about it? Well, he gossiped me. Alhamdulillah that he gossiped me, because the person who gossips me takes my sin away. People gossip me. What are you going to do about it? Nothing? You're going to say nothing? I start doubting my mind. Another person says, oh, you know, this person says such and such about you. I start doubting the morality that should exist within me. You're not going to pay him back? It shows you're weak. No. When you control this tongue, it shows how strong you are. When the time I tell my kids, if your brother hits you a punch, and for example, the force was 10, Allah says you can pay him back 10 by 10. Do not do 20 and do 5 times. We laugh at the kids and we tell them, how do you do this? But us adults, when somebody hurt us, how do we try to hurt them? I've seen it. Wife and husband, they couldn't live together anymore. I understand. That's why there is a divorce. Abghad al-halal. Allah doesn't like it. Allah gets angry by it. But it's okay. It's permissible. But they come to me and I see they want the other one to burn. Why? He was your wife. She was your wife and he was your husband. No, I want him to suffer. Why? Is it the teachings of Muhammad and al-Muhammad? No. Imam Ali alayhi salam tells Imam Hassan, Ibn Muljam, make sure you don't cut him to pieces. If I die, revenge, one struck. If I stay alive, I know what to do with him. Definitely he would have forgiven him. Definitely he would have forgiven. Where is this within my morality? Because I doubt my morality. Allah says, chapter 49, verse 15, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ, believers. So let me see, am I a true believer or not? I can say, Mustafa Akhound, I am a Shia, I am a believer of Muhammad and al-Muhammad. Allah says, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ, number 1, آمَنُوا بِاللَّهِ, they believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Somebody wronged me, may Allah, I'll give it to Allah, let him take care of it. We have beautiful teachings within the lives of the companions of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. Because what some people have said, Sheikh, when you talk about Ahlul Bayt themselves, they were ma'soom, they were creation of Allah, best creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We cannot reach there. We can. Salmanun minna Ahlul Bayt. Thank you, brother, who said it. Salman, who was not Muslim. He was not born Muslim. They didn't have the religion of Islam. He comes and he strives and he works hard. He becomes minna Ahlul Bayt. Abu Dharr al-Ghifari, he was kafir, a disbeliever. He was a thief. A thief. He was known to be a thief. Abu Dharr al-Ghifari becomes minna Ahlul Bayt. Another companion of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, he walks in the street. How beautiful these lives of these companions. Beautiful. He walks in the street and he screams, oh people, anybody who has the love of Ahlul Bayt in his heart, I have forgiven him if he has gossiped behind my back and if he has wronged me. Because he has the love of Ali in his heart, I forgive him. Where else do you find this? Because of love of Ali in his heart, I will forgive him even if he has wronged me. Don't we read in Ziyat Ashura, إِنِّي سَلْمٌ لِمَنْ سَالَمَكُمْ وَحَرْبٌ لِمَنْ. We are two business partners. We couldn't get along. Something happened. We couldn't move forward with our business. You go your way, I go my way. No, that's not the way. I have to harm you because we couldn't go together. Everybody comes to me and says, can we do business with this person? I'll say, he's the most terrible, disgusting, bad, everything negative I will say, because you and I, we can work together. This is not akhlaq of Muhammad and al-Muhammad. This is not iman. إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا بِاللَّهِ. They believe in Allah. وَرَسُولَهِ. Remember we said hub and believe is يَعْمَلُ بِعَمَلِنَا. He does our action. ثُمَّ لَمْ يَرْتَابُوا. The faithful are only those who have attained faith in Allah and His Apostle and then have never doubted. Every day we see a post on a Facebook. A speaker comes say something, we start doubting our faith. Well, the fight between Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam and the other Khalifa, it was a political fight. Well, Imam Ali didn't take the Khilafah. Well, it's okay. After 25 years, they gave it to him. Well, a Shia individual comes to me and tells me, well, Umar and Abu Bakr also did something good for the Islam. I say, MashaAllah, how much study you have done. You're just missing an amamah to become Ayatollah al-Uzma. We didn't know your value. We're taking you for granted. Imam says, if it wasn't because of them too, and the Khilafah, they wouldn't take it from me, and I would have had the Khilafah in my hand until the end of the world. There wouldn't be one sword fighting another sword. There wouldn't be one drop of blood shed because of oppression if it wasn't because of these three people. They did something good. MashaAllah, to your knowledge that you have. Ahlul Bayt, they were good people. They lived. ثُمَّ لَمْ يَرْتَابُوا. Action plan will be. I've said it. It's a reminder action plan. Previous night we discussed it. I have to have a strong belief in Tawheed. Strong belief in Adala. Justice of Allah. Nabuwah, Imamah, and Qiyamah. There are books. English books also. There is no excuse for anyone. I didn't get a chance. I did not have access to this forbidden act, which is called the reading. Haram act, which is called the reading. Reading the teachings of Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam. Sheikh, you say haram because the way we act upon it, as soon as I say reading, oh, easy. I don't have time to read books. I have time for everything else but reading about Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam. So I should never have doubt in my beliefs. How can I remove ثُمَّ لَمْ يَرْتَابُوا? By reading, by listening to lectures, by asking questions. When I receive a doubt, I don't know if this act is halal or haram. I go through a Facebook. I've said this many times. I'm scrolling down to Facebook. I see a sister writes, based on the verses of the Holy Quran, the hijab is only for the women of Rasulullah and has nothing to do for us, from the school of Ahlul Bayt. And please respectfully reply. So, MashaAllah. And people come say, no, from Quran is halal. People say, no, from Quran is haram. Quran halal, Quran haram. I have doubts. Let me go ask. فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ إِن كُنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Ask the people who know. Who is better they know Quran than Muhammad and Al-Ma'an? Who else? اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. One path to Quran and Ahlul Bayt, and that is Quran and Allah, and that is Ahlul Bayt. No other path. إنما المؤمنون الذين آمنوا بالله ورسوله ثم لم يرتابوا. They don't have doubt. وجاهدوا بأموالهم. And they who wage jihad with what? With their mal. Giving money for the sake of Allah and Ahlul Bayt. I believe in, due to this, my understanding of this verse, it's harder than giving your soul. Because Allah brought it first. It shows how difficult it is for people at the time of giving, it becomes difficult for them to give. Because I worked for my money. How can I give this for the sake of Allah and Ahlul Bayt? Because I think this is my money. Allah says, وَانْفِقُوا مِمَّا we gave you. I've said this example. I should have this perspective with my money, that I am only a bank teller. You know, when you go to the bank, if you deposit $1 million, will this person get happy? Yes or no? Yes or no? No. Because it's your account. You deposited $1 million into this account. And if you go and withdraw $1 million, will he get upset? No. Because it wasn't his money from the beginning. I shouldn't think that my money is my money. It's whatever Allah has given me. If I give, Allah gives me more. From what He has blessed me, I'm going to give more, and then He gives me more. I give more, and then He gives more. ثُمَّ وَجَاهَدُوا بِأَمْوَالِهِمْ. And they wage jihad with their possessions, وَأَنفُسِهِمْ, and their lives, فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ, for the sake of Allah. أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الصَّادِقُونَ. They are the truthful. There is a saying, Farsi, Agar as pool gozashti, as pul migzari. You know, Pul Sarat, the bridge. If you're able to stand on the money didn't have value when it came to sake of Allah and Ahlul Bayt. It didn't have any value when they say we need money for the sake of Allah and Ahlul Bayt. You just gave whatever you had. You crossed from that money. That money didn't own you. You'll be able to cross پل صراط that we will, all of us, we will. اگر از پول گذشتی از پول میگذری. أولئك هم الصادقون. They are the truthful. The verse that we have read it every night. يا أيها الذين آمنوا, be pious وكونوا مع الصادقين. Who are the صادقين? Those are the people who جاهدوا بأموالهم وأنفسهم. People, when they came to Karbala, they gave their self, their money, their wealth, their belonging, their kids, their family, everything for the sake of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam. This is what we have to learn from Habib ibn Madahir al-Asadi, that he says, even I'm 95 years old, I'm going to come and I'm going to give my life. جاهدوا بأموالهم وأنفسهم. I'll give everything for the sake of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. Let's go to another individual who is a misfortunate individual by the name of Ubaydullah ibn al-Hur al-Ju'fi. What an unfortunate individual is this person. Ubaydullah ibn al-Hur al-Ju'fi. During the Battle of Siffin, he was with Imam Ali alayhi salam. Middle of the night, when he saw the battle became really serious, at the middle of the night, he slowly, as we say in Iraqi, Alik, got to Muawiyah's army. He left. Imam Ali passed. Imam Hassan passed. He was in Kufa. He hears that Imam Hussein alayhi salam is coming toward Kufa. He said, let me leave Kufa. I have nothing to do with Yazid. I have nothing to do with Imam Hussein alayhi salam. I don't care about this political fight. Sisters, please help us. And we've seen it. Within our society, when we see something wrong, rather than we do nahya an al-munkar, I have nothing to do with it. It's them. Not knowing that this disease will influence us also. He said, I'm going to leave, not knowing that Imam Hussein will end up in Karbala. He leaves Kufa because he don't want to get involved with the political fight between Yazid ibn Muawiyah and Imam Hussein alayhi salam. He said, I'm going to go. He comes out of the Kufa. He goes. Near Karbala, very close to Karbala, he camps. Unfortunate person. Imam Hussein reaches Karbala. And he tells her, he says, well, who is this camp belongs to? They tell him, Ubaydullah ibn al-Hur al-Ju'fi. Imam, he himself goes to him. He himself. His story and tell us, when Imam Hussein came to him, there were a lot of children around of him. His boys, kids, of the ashab, they were around him. This lovely person, Imam Hussein, of course everyone will be attached to him. He comes to camp of Ubaydullah ibn Hur al-Ju'fi. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum as-salam. Imam says, فَقَالَ أَيُّهَا الرَّجُلُ إِنَّكَ مُذْنِبٌ. You are a sinful person. خاطئٌ. You have wronged. It applies to all of us tonight. Imam is telling me, Mustafa, you are a mudhnab person. You are sinful. We all have sins. None of us were ma'soom. We commit sin. We try not to commit sin. We put all of our mind to not commit sin. But if God forbid we committed sin, we do istighfar and we come back on the right path. That's why every day we say, اهدنا الصراط المستقيم, اهدنا الصراط المستقيم, اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. Pay attention. أيها الرجل إنك مذنب. You are a sinful person. خاطئ. إن الله عز وجل آخذك بما أنت صانع. I'll buy you as you are. I'll take you with me as you are, even though you are a sinful person. How beautiful. Imam Hussein never say to some people, you cannot come here because the way you look or what you believe or your ideology. This door of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein should be open to everybody. Imam says, آخذك بما أنت صانع. إن لم تتوب. Even if you haven't asked for forgiveness, I'll take you. I want you to reach salvation. I want your eternal heaven. I want to sell it to you. Just give me your nafs. I'll give you eternally in heaven. إلى الله تعالى في ساعتك هذا فتنصرني if you aid me, وَيَكُونَ جَدِّي شَفِيعَكَ بَيْنَ يَدِ اللَّهِ تَبَارَكَ وَتَعَالَى. If you aid me, Mustafa, if today you aid Abu Abdullah al-Hussein by aiding Imam Mahdi, Rasulullah will intercede for you. ويكون جدي شفيعك بين يد الله تبارك وتعالى. فقال يا ابن رسول الله. Remember? PhD in excuses. فقال يا ابن رسول الله والله لو نصرتك لكنت أول مقتول بين يديك. If I aid you, I will be the first one to be sacrificed for you. ولكن but هذا فرسي خذه إليك. I have a horse, very good horse. I can't come but with you. I have a horse that anytime that I want to run away from anybody, nobody could catch me. And if anybody I want to catch, I would catch him. It's a very good horse. And this is my sword. Imam laughed. He said, I came for you. I have a horse myself. I have sword. I don't need your horse and sword. Imam says, but leave. Don't stay in Karbala. Because by God, anyone who hears the voice of my mazlumiyah, anybody who hears and who doesn't aid me, Allah will throw him from his face to the hellfire. Leave Karbala so you won't hear my voice of mazlumiyah. He leaves. He leaves Karbala. 11th or 12th of Muharram he comes. 11th of Muharram he comes when they're Usara, they're taking. What happened to Imam Hussein? I want to come. Aid. Too late. Every night we have said, when opportunity knocks on your door for you to aid Abu Abdullah al-Hussein and Imam Mahdi, do not say, well, I will do it later on. Take it. Take it. الفرص قال أمير المؤمنين عليه ابن أبي طالب عليه السلام الفرص تمر مر السحاب. Opportunities leave like the clouds. You've seen the clouds here? You look down, you look up, it's there. It's no longer here. Find your purpose. How can you aid your master, Imam of our time, Imam Mahdi Ajlallah Ta'ala Farajuh Sharif, learning from the companions of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, becoming selfless, decision, determination, willpower, love of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Doesn't matter, majority go wrong. I won't be lonely. I don't feel lonely. I'm doing what is right. Because I am with Ali, and Ali is ma'al haq wal haqq ma'a Ali. That's why I should feel proud. I should feel proud when I wear hijab and I go out. I should feel proud when the opposite gender wants to shake hand. I say, sorry, due to my religion's teaching, I won't be able to shake your hand. I should be proud. At the time comes, my flight is about to departure. I told them I have to pray salah. I put my sajjad in the corner. I do salah. Sheikh, they will look at me. Let them look at you. Sheikh, they will say, what is this? Let them say. When the time of reception comes, I go there. If there is a music, I will leave the place. Well, Sheikh, they will say, what is this? I don't care. If I have Muhammad and Al Muhammad in my mind and I want the satisfaction of Imam Mahdi, make it very tangible, in that gathering, whatever that gathering is, as soon as Sheikh walks in, Imam Mahdi, of course, definitely. As soon as Sheikh walks in, will you be in that place or not? Will you participate in this act or not? Imam Mahdi is watching. Imam Mahdi sing, and we have more examples from the lives of the companions. Inshallah, we leave it for tomorrow. Let's go to one more companion of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. A young 12 to 13-year-old that the historian tell us he didn't have any facial hair. 12 to 13-year-old. He was not baligh yet. He was not mature yet. And that is Imam Hussein's nephew, Qasim ibn al-Hasan. The night of Ashura, when everybody leaves, only the companions stay. Imam says, tomorrow everybody will be martyred. He comes to Imam Hussein alayhi salam, says, Sayyidi wa Mawlai, will I be also part of this companions? Imam tells him, what is the taste of death to you? What does he reply? We all know it. Ahla min asal. It's more sweeter than honey for me, being sacrificed for you, O Imam. Not only he's sacrificing himself because he is no, the relationship between the Imams and their kids, they do. Abul Fadl Abbas, he went and he obeyed his Imam, he defended his Imam. Remember we said it last night, Wallahi in qata'tumu yamini inni uhami abadan an dini wa an imami. He didn't say I am defending my Imam, my brother. No, I'm defending my Imam. So Qasim ibn al-Hasan, when he goes to the battlefield and he wants to ask permission, he's going to defend his Imam. Not I'm going to go defend my uncle. No, it's my Imam, because the relationship between the uncle and the nephew, Imam is higher than this. And he's the son of Imam al-Hasan. He knows that he should be going to the battlefield, not because of the relationship, but as of allegiance that he has to the Imam of his time, Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Ahla min asal. It is more sweeter for me than honey. Sacrificing, shedding my blood for you, oh my master Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. Imam says, inshallah, you will be one of them. Tomorrow comes, everybody goes. Ali al-Akbar goes. Qasim ibn al-Hasan comes and says, oh Imam, would you give me permission to go and defend you? He says, oh Qasim, you are my nephew. Every time that I yearn to see my brother Imam Hassan al-Mujtaba, that I really want him to be next to me right now. Every time I wanted to see my brother Hassan al-Mujtaba, I would look at you. Every time that you walk in front of me, you remind me of my brother Imam Hassan al-Mujtaba. How can I send you to the battlefield? He tells him no. He comes again, he tells him no. He comes again, he tells him no. And then he goes to his tent. He sits and he holds his knees and he starts shedding tears, and he's shedding tears. His mother Ramla comes. What is it with you, oh Qasim? What is it with you? I went to my master Imam Hussein. He's not allowing me to go to the battlefield. Ramla, the wife of Imam Hassan, the mother of Qasim, she says, take this piece of letter and take the imam of your father Imam Hassan al-Mujtaba. He has left it for me amana. He says it will come a day, la yawm ka yawmuka ya Aba Abdullah. Imam Hassan has said there is no day like your day, Imam Hussein. It will come a day, Ramla, that my brother will be alone, lonely, abandoned, thirsty on the plains of Karbala. When that happened, make sure my son, make sure my Qasim goes and sacrifice and defend his Imam. He gives him the Imam of his father. He gives him his sword and his shield, and she tells him, take this letter to Imam Hussein. He will allow you to go. As soon as Qasim walks in, he's happy. He has given the permission by his mother. Look at the role of mother within the life of Qasim ibn al-Hasan. He comes into the tent of Imam Hussein. He has smiled. Sayyidi, Mawlai, Ammi. Here's a letter from Imam Hassan. Imam Hussein takes the letter. He kisses the letter. He puts it on his eyes. And he hugs Qasim ibn al-Hasan. And they both start shedding tears and tears and tears. And historians tell us this was one event that Imam Hussein alayhi salam got unconscious, and then he got conscious. Okay, your father has given permission. Oh Qasim, go to the battlefield. He comes out and he calls in Tankuruni فأنا ابن الحسن الحسن. If you deny me, I'm the son of Imam Hassan al-Mujtaba. I will fight like a warrior. He fights and fights and fights until his shoelace, he gets loose. He bends down because nobody could have defeated him. He's the grandson of Ali ibn Abi Talib. He's a warrior. And he bends down to tie his shoelace. Al-La'in comes and struck him on his head with a sword. Qasim ibn al-Hasan falls on the ground. It was the time that he calls his uncle, Amma adrikni. Oh uncle, come to save me. Before Imam Hussein reaches him, the enemy had so much hatred for this little young boy, a 13-year-old. With horses they came and they trampled on the body of Qasim ibn al-Hasan. When Imam Hussein reaches Qasim, he sees Qasim's body is in pieces. He didn't know how to carry Qasim to his tent. ألا لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين.